I'm Josh Eustis, and my project is called TelefonTelAviv, and I think we are the newest signing on BPitch Control. And I think also we are technically the only Americans on BPitch Control. I started my music career when I was about 7 years old, and I saw a video on TV for Rocket by Herbie Hancock. This video was totally a dystopian vision of the future to me, and the music and the video together presented this picture of what the future of music was going to be. It was robots walking around in the video, and this guy playing a synthesizer, which to a 7-year-old kid in 1983, 84 was completely new and alien. I wasn't aware of what it was or how it made sound, so I saw this video and I begged my mother to buy me a little keyboard of some kind for my 8th birthday. And I think pretty much from that point forward, I knew I was going to be making electronic music somehow. So that's how it started. They come from dreams almost entirely. I mean, melodic ideas, for instance, come when I'm picking out fruit at the grocery or doing laundry or hanging out somewhere. Sometimes they come in dreams also, but ideas for songs always pretty much stem from dreams for me. And so if I have a really vivid dream about a specific scenario, usually I've found a way to realize while I'm dreaming, you know, my eyes are closed, but I'm seeing these pictures, right? Which of course I'm not seeing because it's my brain telling me that I'm seeing these pictures. They're not actually there. And so if you pay attention, you can also hear the same way that you see in your dream. And so when you see something in your dream, I don't want to say that it's blurred or indistinct, but you're seeing a concept, you're not seeing a physical thing. So when you listen to your dreams, you're hearing a concept and you're not hearing something exact. And that translates into these really strange, beautiful sounds. And so what I do is I try to wake myself up as quickly as possible. Whether I like to get out of it or not, I found a way to wake myself up out of it and then write down whatever melodic ideas I heard. I write them down on staff paper in the key of C. I'll transpose them later, and then I write down a brief description of whatever the dream is about. This was about 10 years ago, and it was maybe 5 in the morning, and I was completely drunk. I'd been out all night with Charlie. We got completely wasted and went home and were working on music. And 5 in the morning, this was in my parents' house in New Orleans at the time, and so our studio was in my bedroom in my parents' house, and we would just hang out there all night and play video games and work on music and do stupid stuff that kids do. And he was working on something, and I was playing Mega Man, and I fell asleep, and then I kind of woke up, and I had an old-fashioned kind of just a stupid telephone there. I just wrote the name down, and then I wrote down TelefonTelAvivInterview, and then I wrote down Fahrenheit, fair enough, and didn't think anything about it until a month later. We were trying to figure out, well, what are we going to call the project? And then Fahrenheit, no, TelefonTelAviv. Okay, yeah, that's easy. Maybe they'll remember it. Okay, so it's stuck. This was pretty funny. I have a very sneaking suspicion that Sasha Ring had a lot to do with that, but as I'm sure he did. Well, they were on tour together for Orchestra at Bubbles. They came to Chicago. I went to the show. After the show, Sasha introduced me to Ellen, and she goes, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you. You should put your record out on BPitch Control." Okay, well, and we didn't have a record or anything at that point. We were just kind of, we didn't know what was going on, so then we started a record, and pretty much that's it. Because Ellen and the label do two things. They set the standard, they make rules, and then they break it, okay? And after they break their own rules, they're thumbing their nose, you know what I mean? Consider that we were playing at a club night in Nizza, the BPitch 10-year anniversary party. These kids are there to hear techno, and then Ellen and Ron decide to put us on at 2 o'clock in the morning. crowded, completely packed floor, and then now that everybody has to get mellow and listen to some sleepy, dreamy, weird stuff, and people, it's anti-establishment.